Hi, it's Jennifer with Only in Sedona Yoga. Welcome to our Sober Saturday Stretch live stream. It's not necessarily recovery focused. I don't talk a whole lot, but it is just a safe, mindful, gentle space where we do some restorative style stretching, all seated and lying down, followed by a brief meditation. So, thank you so much for joining us. And with no further ado, let's go right into our first posture. And I like to go right on my mattress here, but I do have my mat as well. And moving into our first posture here, we're going to actually have your mat or a bolster ready if you'd like to use that, but we're just going to do some cat-cow. So just inhale as you sink into the saddle of the back, and exhale as you round. Begin to unite your breath and body movements here as you mentally enter your sanctuary of yoga. Where you are safe, you are protected, and you are loved. Use these first few quiet moments to set a private intention for your practice and get in that headspace where you can step outside yourself and simply observe your thoughts and feelings from a neutral standpoint, just watching them go by without judgment. Maybe 2 or 3 more here, please, beautiful. Focusing in on the breath. When you've had enough, we're going to come into child's pose. If you'd like to use a bolster, I'll show you how I like to use mine. I like to just kind of squish it up to my belly. Um, we'll be holding each of these poses for several minutes, so find a comfortable expression that works for you. Focus in on your breath, simply stepping outside yourself, getting mindful, and observe what you feel. Observe what you think. I'm going to set my timer here if you're wondering what I'm doing. If at any point you feel inspired to adjust the posture, please feel free to do so, or turn your head to the other side. When you've had enough come out of this one, we may come back to our child's pose a little later in our flow. But for now, if you were using a bolster, you can place it to the side. We're going to come down in a T, but before we do, come on to all fours, but turn your fingertips out. You might even turn them all the way in reverse. Just kind of rock from side to side. Let any pressure off those wrists. If you have any carpal tunnel, it feels good. And then we're going to lay down on our belly. We're going to make a big T, and we're going to be stretching our shoulder. So you're just going to come on down, open your arms out like a T, and then you're going to roll to one side. You're just going to roll to the side. You can have this leg to brace you. You can brace your arm in front and get a nice stretch for that top shoulder, or bottom shoulder, I should say. The nice thing about this one, if it's too much, you can bring this knee down, and you'll notice how that kind of works like a lever to take some of that pressure off. So again, mindfully tune in. One thing you can do if you notice thoughts starting to intrude as you hold these longer postures, focus on your breaths and count your breath. Inhaling for 4 or 5, exhaling for 5 or 6. So if rumination threatens, try that trick. You've had enough. Gently, gently, gently come out by rolling back. And go ahead and lift yourself up. Come into a kneeling position. We're just going to shake that out a little. Kind of gently roll that shoulder back, shake it out. Maybe take it around the other way. Kind of just feel motion there. We're going to get that on the other side so you won't see me for a few minutes. Go back to all fours. Shake it out, side to side. And then make your body into a big T and roll to the other side. And when you've had enough, come out of this one. Gently make your way up to a seated position. And just like we did on the other side, just take a second, kind of roll out that shoulder. Move it one way and then the other way. Explore how it feels after that stretch. And while we're here in a kneeling position, we're going to go into mermaid. So elongate your arms overhead and then just shift your hips to the side. We're not going to hold this one quite as long, but it's a nice stretch for the side body. Take a few nice deep breaths here. And then we'll just shift to the other side. And come on up out of it. We're going to go into thread the needle next. So a little bit more stretch on those shoulders. Start by coming into all fours. Lift one arm up, thread it through. Now you can keep your hips lifted here, or you can sink back into a child's pose style. Whatever works best, find a good passive expression of the pose and hold and breathe. When you've had enough, take your time. Coming back to all fours, and then just switching to the other side. And when you've had enough, come back to all fours. And let's shake it out with a barrel roll or two. So go ahead and arch up like a scared Halloween kitty. Shift your weight to the side. Dip down to the other side. Do that 2 or 3 more times to this direction. And the other way. Come into a neutral spine. Press up to a down dog. And yes, you can do it right on your mattress because we're just going to do it long enough to walk forward and come into an easy seat. We're going to do a series of hip stretches next. Your first option is to simply take an easy Sukhasana seat with one leg in front. If you'd like, you can place one leg with the foot out parallel, stack the other leg on top to come into a fire log or figure four. Lift yourself up tall, and if you want to use like a bolster here, sometimes I like to rest my head on my pillow, you can do that. But either way, lift straight and tall first, taking whichever variation works for you. And just gently come forward. You might not come forward very far. You might be here in Sukhasana, just leaning forward slightly, and that is okay. This should feel good. You should never feel any bad pain when practicing yoga. Should always just feel like a nice release, a nice stretch. If you're feeling pain, you're pushing too hard. At this point, I'm going to invite you to move a little bit if you'd like. And all I'm going to do is come into a shoelace by just kind of crossing my legs over a little bit farther. So I'm stacking one knee on top of the other and just leaning slightly forward here. Feel free to stay exactly where you were or take another variation that works with your unique and beautiful body. When you're ready, come out of this one. To release, just gently untangle those legs. Take them out in front of you. Windshield wiper gently side to side. And then we're just going to get that exact same thing on the other side. So remember, you can take a Sukhasana seat, or you can stack the legs, lifting up nice and straight and tall, and take it forward. Again, I'm going to invite you to stay there if you're comfortable. If you'd like to segue into shoelace, you can do that now. Stacking those knees, starting tall, leaning forward. You might be sitting pretty tall. You might be coming more forward. And when you're ready, come on out. Take your time untangling yourself. Take your time shaking those legs out. And because Hip openers like that can tug on your low back. We're going to give those muscles a chance to recuperate. We're going to go into our Sphinx pose. You may wish to use a bolster. I like to place mine just under my belly and coming down. And don't be surprised if you feel a little stiff and achy here at first. That's why we're counter stretching. Find a good expression of the pose. Focus on your breath. When you're ready, come out of this one by coming into all fours. And just kind of move yourself forward and back a few more times. Shake out those shoulders, shake out that lower back. We're going to come down on our back next and do some supine twists and some more for our hips. You can place your bolster over to the side. Another option, if you'd like to place it under your hips for a slightly different variation of supine pigeon, you can do that. Otherwise, come on back down, cross one leg up and over. You might be feeling enough just sitting here or lying back here like this. If that's fine, stay here. Otherwise, you can lift up and take a supine pigeon, focusing in on the breath, standing outside of yourself. What do you observe about your body from when you started versus now? Check in with your mind, your emotions. Just observe. Another variation you can try is extending the leg. Helps with circulation a bit. And just let this bottom foot come down. Let it extend all the way out as you hug the top knee into the chest. And then let that top leg cross over for a supine twist. You may wish to place a bolster right here under this knee, especially if you feel any pressure on your low back in a deep twist. And come on out of this one very easily. Take your time. Maybe when you get back to center, you windshield wiper here. Or we get the other side. And when you're ready, just switch the direction of your cross. Remember, you might feel it enough here. You don't have to lift up, only if you wish, only if that works with your body. Should always feel good. Nice release. Remember, you can elevate that leg if you want. And when you've had enough, This bottom foot returns to the earth if you had it up. Let it stretch out as you hug the top knee in. And then just take that supine twist to the other side. When you've had enough, I'm going to invite you to take Shavasana or any final resting pose that works for you. I'm going to lead you through a brief guided meditation. So please take the next few moments to get comfortable. You might wish to cover yourself with a blanket. Use pillows, bolsters, stuffed animals, anything that makes you relax and feel 100% comfortable, cozy, and at peace. Draw your awareness into your breath, inhaling on a 5 count, and exhaling for 5 or 6. Evening out the pace of your breath. Feeling the support of the earth beneath you, the surface beneath you. Allowing your body to fully surrender and be supported by Mother Earth's embrace. As you scan your awareness through your body, simply direct your attention to each body part in turn. You may feel a sensation there. You may not. All that matters is directing the energy of awareness, starting with the center of your forehead, the center of your forehead, your right eyebrow, temple, right eye, and all the tiny muscles behind the right eye. Your left eyebrow, temple, your left eye, and all the tiny muscles behind your left eye. The space between your eyebrows, sliding your awareness to the tip of your nose, your fulcrum, your upper lip, relaxing both sides of your jaw, sensing your teeth, upper and lower, the tip of your tongue, the root of your tongue, the base of your throat, the right side of your chest, right collarbone, shoulder, the crease of your elbow, the inside of your wrist, and the palm of your right hand, the tip of your right thumb, first finger, second, third, pinky, the back of your right hand, right elbow, shoulder, shoulder blade, the center of your chest, the left side of your chest, left collarbone, shoulder, the crease of the inside left elbow, wrist, the palm of your left hand, your left thumb, first finger, second, third, pinky, the back of your left hand, elbow, shoulder, shoulder blade, your heart center, your solar plexus, your navel, your lower belly, your right hip, upper thigh, the right knee, and all the tiny muscles around the right knee, your shin, your ankle, the top of your right foot, your right big toe, second, third, fourth, and pinky, the sole of your left foot, the heel of your left foot, the back of your knee, thigh, hip bones, the left thigh, your left knee, and all the muscles around your knee, your shin, the top of your foot, the tip of the big toe, second, third, fourth, pinky, the sole of your right foot, the heel of the right foot, knee, both hip bones, both sit bones, the base of your spine, your lower back, the base of your ribs, your middle back, and the space between your shoulder blades, the back of your neck, each earlobe in turn. Trace the outside of your ears, moving to the inside of your ears. Imagining if you could draw a line meeting in the center of your ear, in the crown of your head. Focusing your awareness on your breath as you inhale from the crown of your head around to the base of your spine, and inhaling back to the crown of your head. Continuing to breathe in this pattern. And if you'd like to fall off to sleep, I'm going to invite you to turn off the recording now. If you're staying with us, if you're heading out, I want to take a second just to say thank you for attending our Sober Saturday live stream. We're going to do this all spring, see what kind of participation we get. It will be at 8 p.m. Eastern Time every Saturday, and it's not specifically, obviously, recovery focused. It's just come as you are, casual pajamas. Let's have a mindful, healthy spot to hang out, something positive that we can do. Also, please look for our live shows. They come out every Wednesday at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We got some shorts coming up, and we're going to be heading back out on location too. We've been working through some things on our end. Unfortunately, our producer, director, camera person, Ed, has been a little bit under the weather, so send him lots of good energies, and we're working on alternatives to get back out there. And then your thoughts?